Well, I mean, it's just been, it's been a lifelong process, failed relationships, going to counseling and trying to figure out what I needed to do different. I mean, I've always been willing to work on myself, but I never really got any results from what I was doing. I mean, I tried to go to counseling, I read books, I worked on myself, and things worked out for a little while. Then they went back, to not being so well. So it's just a matter of, I've always wanted to do what I needed to do to make myself better for, you know, every relationship that is in my life. So I've worked on it, but I didn't have results, you
Hmm.
know, and so I didn't give up. But I'm very thankful that I ended up here with you. I mean, I am. You have kicked ass. You've delivered. You've been, you know, truthful about everything. You've showed up, and you're always just. I don't know how to say it, man. You're powerful. You're direct. I mean, you're direct, and you're to the point, and everything that you say, you back up, and I love that. So that's been a huge part of my progression. Is I mean, I guess if you weren't the way that you were, it could have been easier. Just like another program or just like another counselor, but you've always done that. So I'm respectful and I'm thankful for that.
Wonderful, man. Yeah, I'm thankful for you. You did your part. You did your part. Again, to anyone listening to this is Jimmy. Can you test to? Not a magic trick. Hard work. I'm not
All right.
talking you to death. Like, I mean, again, I say this all the time so people understand. This is a different type of workout, so to speak. I am not going to keep just talking to you. We have a process we do. So yeah, not the easiest,
The
right?
results come after the fucking workout. But
That's
if you don't do the work, then yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
beautiful. So okay, um so when you came across to me, right, the first time you and I spoke, what 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 was about the conversation? What was about the conversation that made you say, fuck it, let's just do it? Like what was about our first conversation that just made you feel like this was the right path for you?
Well, I mean, I felt led to you anyway. I felt like God was pulling me in a direction, and it wasn't just by chance that you came across my Facebook. I was at a point in my life where I needed a change, and I'd already worked on things, So after talking to you and just hearing your fire and how confident you are in everything that you do and how much passion you have about what you do, I was like, fuck, I got nothing to lose. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
I
You
get I
know?
get I get a lot of those. I get a lot of those. Why not? Roll the dice.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
So so
but
so
I was just gonna say, man, I'm grateful, very fucking grateful that I made that decision.
yeah,
So
not great, man.
if you have any fucking doubts, don't don't let that rule you. Do what you know needs to be done. So,
Wonderful. Yeah, I do tell people that a lot. Like I'm like, at the end of the day, I only want people to do it if they feel good about it. And like for example, I had something the other day, put a deposit down. Then like, right before she's supposed to start, she's like, kind of going almost backtracking from initial conversation. Like, listen, I have no problem just getting you back your deposit. If you don't want to do this, and just how about you think about it another day? Like I don't want to do that stuff. So but I tell people like at the end of the day, you have the ability to connect to something greater in yourself. You can call it whatever you want. It's not going to solve your situation for you. That it's not going to do. You can meditate, pray, all that stuff you want to do, but it'll lead you to something if you're ready for it, if you want it. And that guide that will lead you to where you want to go, it will never steer you wrong ever. You might be scared, you might be nervous, but is your best friend if you follow it. So yeah, I mean that's always what happens. And then of course I'll get someone like what you're saying there, where it's like you just fuck it, I'm just going to do it. What I have to lose? But and obviously a lot to gain. But at the end of the day, it benefits people when they just get really just having, for lack of a better phrase, faith and say, you know what, something is taking me this direction. I feel good about it. I'm a little nervous, sure, but I feel good about it. And fuck it, why not? If not now, when? What would be a better day to change my life than today? I mean, I don't know a better day,
absolutely.
so let's do that. Um, so
Right.
so how would you say, okay, so what's your experience working with me? Meaning like this, again, it's a lot of people, I'm just a Facebook ad, it's another guy trying to take my money. And I tell people all the time, like, there's nothing wrong with making money. Like, I mean, like making money is fine if you're delivering something. And I go, and I want people to know, like, they're going to get what they're paying for. So,
Fuck yeah.
so as far as, what was your experience working with me? As far as what you were expecting, remember when we started, you had a working agreement. You're expecting one Q&A a week. You're not expecting really anything more than that. You're expecting lessons and one Q&A a week. As far as what you expected and what you got, as far as training, service, attentiveness, support, like how would you describe the experience for somebody who's like, oh, yeah, I don't know, another guy trying to take my money, blah 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 blah. As far as what your experience was from what you were expecting to what you got, how would you describe that?
I will say this. I mean, you fucking deliver. I mean, you do. You're straight up in the beginning. You say what you're gonna fucking do. You back it up 100%. And anything that anybody needs, anything that I've needed, you're fucking there. I mean, I don't know how you do it, and I'm grateful that you do. But you're awesome at it. And so I'm just telling anybody that's out there, if you want somebody that's going to be there and support you and give you a fucking timeline of 6 weeks and deliver that shit. Nobody else fucking does that. I've never heard of anything like this before, and I'm telling you, I'm living proof that it fucking works. And so I'm excited about it. And I would love for anybody else to get out there and invest in themselves. That was something that I was hesitant to do, is actually invest in myself. I was like, man, I bought fucking houses, I bought trucks, I've spent money on all kinds of shit, but I've never truly invested in myself. And if you really want to get improvement in your life, invest in yourself and put in the fucking work. And that's been the biggest difference in my life of anything that I've ever done. So I'm grateful for you, and I'm grateful for this program.